Hi, I'm Zeshmeen, and dear students, in this video you will find out important moral stories. This is part 1, and in part 2 I will share some more important stories with you. So let's start with part 1. In this part, 4 stories are included. The first one is a farmer and his son. The second one is a friend in need is a friend indeed. Third one is haste makes waste, and the fourth one is a foolish stag. A farmer and his sons. Once there lived an old farmer in a village. He had 3 sons. They used to fight with each other. The father often advised them to mend their ways and live in peace. But they did not listen to him. He was worried about their future. One day he fell seriously ill. He was on deathbed. He called his sons to his bedside. He wanted to teach them a lesson before his death. He asked them to bring a bundle of sticks. The bundle was brought. He asked them to break the bundle. Each of them tried his best, but no one could break the bundle. The wise father now untied the bundle. He asked each of them to break each stick. Now, each of them broke his stick easily. The father said to them, If you are united like this bundle, nobody can harm you. If you fight, you will become weak like these sticks, who became weak when separated from one another. Never forget that united we stand and divided we fall. These words work magic. They promise to live in peace. So the moral of the story is union is strength, and another moral is united we stand, divided we fall. Next story. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Once 2 friends went on a journey together. They were on foot. They promised to help each other through thick and thin. One day, they happened to pass through a forest. Suddenly they saw a bear coming towards them. The one ran and climbed up a tree. He did not care of his friend. The other was confused, but thought of a trick. He at once lay down and held his breath. He knew that bear does not harm a dead person. The bear came there. He sniffed, took the man to be dead, and went away. When the bear was out of sight, the first friend came down the tree and asked for what was the bear saying in his ear by way of a joke. The second friend replied, The bear advised me not to trust a false friend. Saying this, he went on his way alone. The moral of the story is, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Story: A foolish stag. These were the hot summer days. A stag was thirsty. He went to a pool to drink water. The pool water was very clear. It saw its reflection in the water. It felt proud of its beautiful horns, but when it saw the shadow of its thin legs, it felt sad and hated them. It was still thinking of its ugly legs. It heard the sounds of the horses of hunters and the barking of hounds. It ran for its life as fast as its legs could carry it. In no time it left the hounds far behind. Now it happened to pass through a thick forest. As it rushed through, its horn got caught in the branches of trees and bushes. It struggled hard to free itself, but all in vain. Meanwhile the hunters and their hounds came chasing it. The hounds fell upon it and killed it. The legs it hated had carried it away from the hounds, while the beautiful horns brought about its death. Moral: all that glitters is not gold. Story: Haste makes waste.
A hunter had a beautiful hound who always went hunting with him. The faithful dog was a thick friend of the hunter's only son, who loved to play with the dog. The master also loved the hound for its friendship with his young son, who was only 10 years old. The master of the house had no one else in the house. One day the hunter went out hunting but forgot to take the hound with him. His son was still asleep in his bed. As he reached the edge of the forest, he found that he had forgotten to bring the hound with him. He decided to go back and bring the hound. He came home, but was afraid to see his hound, all blood stained, standing at the gate. The hunter thought that the hound had killed his son. He wiped out his sword and killed the dog. He quickly walked into the house and saw blood pools here and there. Just then he saw his son coming out of the room. The boy told his father how a wolf had come into the house and was about to kill him, when the hound pounced upon it and tore into pieces. The hunter began to cry at, at his haste in killing the faithful creature. Moral: haste makes waste. Thanks for watching. Please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.